Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Twitch and welcome to the Volvo 240 at Charlotte. This is race number 4 of the GAVARCA, PresleySora.com, GAVARCA ARCA Racing Series here, and we are live from not automatically hiding our taskbar in this broadcast. Virtual racetrack, Charlotte Motor Speedway. The Volvo 240. That's where we are. Welcome back. It's been 2 weeks. Last week, there was an actual ARCA race at Indianapolis Raceway Park that a fair amount of the drivers that you will see in this race tonight were participating in some way, shape, or form. We are here tonight for the Volvo 240, and we are in qualifying for that right now. You're seeing names going up on the board as they put in their 2 timed laps to get up onto the board right now. Mo Perry is at the top. Rudy Valentine, Presley Sora are the top 3. We are 3 races into this championship, and one of the hot drivers so far through this season, named being JDG James Gibson, is not, at least at this point, in here. I believe we are open with the qualifying session that if he can get in at some point, he will be able to join for the race. So, even though he's not here, he's been a hot driver. He's not in the championship standings at the time being. Your points leader is the number 60 car of Madeline Roten. Madeline put in laps already. We are not going to see them out on the racetrack here. We're going to see Aiden Walker, and the camera didn't show the 93 car. There is Aiden Walker. That is second place in points right now. Isaac Johnson sits third, Presley Sora fourth, Corey Williams rounds out your top 5 at this moment in time. So we're watching second place in points. Was able to get a win at Lime Rock 2 weeks ago. And right now, finishing a second lap, going from 15th in the order to 3rd on the timing screen. So nice bump up for Aiden Walker on his second lap. We'll jump to Antonio Mancini in car 14 here, as Mancini just went to 16th on his first lap through turns 1 and 2, the 14 car down the back chute. Antonio Mancini has yet to start with us this season, I believe. Actually, no, wait a minute. I gotta find him somewhere on here. And my thing only shows me the top 25, whatever. No, Mancini's been with us already. Goes to 12th. Ronald Swyke on the track in car number 4. This has been a car that's gone to the front and the back throughout the... I still haven't turned on the audio. The car has gone from the front to the back in the races that Ronald's participated in. We're looking at William Schmidt here in the 79 car as well. This is the last car to go on the track for... Actually, there's one more. Christopher Williams jumps in. We might see Chris Williams out on track here, or he might start from the tail. So William Schmidt, the only car out on the track that has not put up a time for this qualifying session, goes first one through. 29.589 goes to 5th place on the board. Nice run for Schmidt on lap number 1. We'll see what comes of the second lap. This racetrack is a prime ARCA racetrack. This racetrack is right in the heart of NASCAR country and stock car racing country, I should say, to be more inclusive of ARCA. Schmidt out of turn 4. That freaking song's still playing. What the heck? Why didn't somebody yell at me? Unreal. Terrible DJ we got going on here. Didn't even know to turn off the freaking radio. William Schmidt goes. Last car. Mo Perry's just running laps around here as the pole sitter, which the fact that this car had enough fuel in it to keep doing laps like this and still set the fastest lap time might be indicative of an advantage that Mo Perry is bringing into this race over the others. Rudy Valentine, William Schmidt, Aiden Walker, Presley Sora make up your top 5. Presley raced in the actual race that happened last week at IRP. And why don't we bring him in quickly and get his details on how that went. Presley Sora, we got you up in the booth. You got a copy?
I've got you.
Presley Sora, you drove a real race car last week. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I did drive a real race car this past weekend, something like that. It went like, I don't want to say as bad as it can go because it could definitely go worse. Like I could have flipped off in the grandstands or something like that. But pretty much everything that could go wrong kind of did. The hood flew up beginning of the race, like lap 40. We had starter problems all day, and ultimately the car ended up getting killed on a pit stop late in the race and then never refired. It was just not a day to remember, so it was a tough one. I had fun passing people and battling. I mean, like when the hood issue happened early in the race, I had already picked up 10 spots from where I started, but it was just, man, it was just like one thing after another. And then also throw in like lightning canceled qualifying and practice, so I went into the race having half a lap the entire day. So it was just one of those days where like it just keeps piling on. But you'll have that in those big time jobs, and you'll certainly have it in big time auto racing.
Definitely. And so how do you think that experience prepared you for your legitimate day job of driving in the GAVARCA PresleySora.com racing series?
Well, my car fired for qualifying, so we're one step ahead. I'm not liking the looks of the clouds right now in the session. It's looking kind of dark. I could definitely see some lightning striking within 8 miles, so get your weather hats and 30-minute timers ready. But I don't know. We'll see. I foresee a outside move on somebody for the race lead tonight. And I foresee myself self-spinning at Portland, so we will see.
Okay, fair enough. Well, I'll let you back to it to get ready for whatever the hell's going to go on here. Where did you come out of? You came out of Topia Twins, didn't you?
I did, and I also just realized this is 100 laps, and I did not realize that before, so that's kind of crazy.
Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy, Presley?
What is crazy?
How good-looking you are.
I was thinking the same thing about you. That's
Unreal.
Crazy.
No, you weren't. You liar.
Mutual thoughts. Mutual thoughts.
Oh, man. Well, you have a good one. Good luck tonight. Shack Shaker Presley Sora.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. And that is Presley. And we got a couple late stragglers coming in. Chris Williams put in his lap time for qualifying. This is Matt Kemp in car number 10. Matt is running a Highline Larson line right here in the white car with the black number 10 lettering on it. That is a Toyota. And he will go to start his first timed lap. So this is the last car in need of qualifying. We've got about half a minute left in this session. Running the middle like that, I really wouldn't expect this to be competing for the pole. I've always thought you never really get the best of both worlds in the middle of the corner. Like you got to commit to either running low or running high, and I think running low is the way to go for these guys to get a good time in. Matt Kemp's first lap, 2:09.785, should go up to 14th. They're on the grid for that, and one more lap as the clock's going to tick to 0. Matt Kemp, the only car out on the racetrack, trying to improve. And down the back chute, it actually cancels him out. He doesn't even get a chance. He will start 14th. All right. Time to look at the starting grid for the race as we tick over for this 100-lap event that we are going to start here. Starting from the pole, going to be Mo Perry in car number 54, the red car with the yellow number 54 on the side. Starting aside of him, Rudy Valentine in car number 40. And then to the second row, you've got the 79 of William Schmidt and the 93 of Aiden Walker, won the last race we did, which was Lime Rock 2 weeks ago. P Money, Presley Sora, won at Oxford Plains, scored as the 98, should be the 67 on track. That's fantastic. Xander McKinney, great run in the 66 car to qualify into the third row. Luke Breitschoff in car number 56 is back with us, and he will start to the inside of Nolan Sanford in car 52. Madeline Roten, your Daytona winner, starts from 9th place on the grid. On the outside of row 5 in 10th is going to be Dean Clavitt in the number 43 car. Brayton Laster, a competitor of the Real World ARCA Series, goes from the inside of row 6. And on the outside is going to be an Indiana native, Christopher Williams, in the 09. John Shulcheski in the car scored as the 19 goes from 13th place. Matt Kemp goes 14th. Antonio Mancini 15th, and Virgil Stanley will go from 16th. 17th on the grid, Isaac Johnson in the 33. John Garrett in the 18 car will start 18th. Gavin Newton from 19th, the owner of Runnings Racing's Designs and the perpetrator of this series. Ethan Stuckwish in the 20th starting position. Ronald Swyke 21st. Aiden Curett in his first start with this series this season, 22nd. And Michael Deitch goes from the back of the grid. And that's the lineup. So we've got this is the lowest car count we've had this season so far. We have 23 lined up and ready to go. Well, once they all line up at least. Let's check the Twitch stream and see a question mark in the chat. Make a shout out to my dad. He always watches these races. I'm hoping he enjoys whatever shit happens here. This is going to be a mess. And we roll off. There goes Mo Perry. Let's get a pit lane camera on the field as they roll off and get underway. The cloud cover is getting a little more significant at this point. We got to be careful that the track temp's going to get cool. So we'll see if that has an effect on, it will, but what effect it will have on the quality of racing that we see. As they come through 1 and 2, Mo Perry will, for the first time this season, lead us to a green flag. This is race number 4 of the PresleySora.com GAVARCA Series. You want to go check out PresleySora.com for all of the merchandise to surround the racing career of the driver of the car. Scored as 98, driving as 67 on the track. That car was the car he raced at IRP this past weekend. PresleySora.com. Go check it out. All right. I see some really good-looking cars. I like the looks of that 4th row. Luke Breitschoff's car looks good, that 56 on the bottom. Nolan Sanford's kind of got a Ricky Bobby-esque looking thing going on with this 52 car. Rudy Valentine's car looks good, too. I like the 40, the font on that car. And 2 Toyotas lead us to the green flag. Mo Perry in control. Chrome rims on the 54, down to the green flag. 100 laps, and we're underway. Or at least we'll see how long we're underway before we wreck. Oh, they're wrecking up the back almost. We are under yellow. Antonio Mancini has wrecked off of the start, race fans. That's fantastic. Virgil Stanley. What is going on with the 11 car? Something went wrong there, too. Let's go check this one out first. Okay, this is Mancini behind Shulcheski in front of Isaac Johnson. Off of the start. A little bit of lagging going on. It's that thing they're accordioning off of the start here. And he does not get underway. Isaac Johnson into the back of him, and then Gavin Newton had nowhere to go. And that's going to spin Mancini literally across the start-finish line. Tough start to this race for him. Looks like everybody avoided him okay after that initial contact. And then Virgil Stanley, somewhere involved in all of this, as Madeline Roten has a nice new scheme on the 60 car. Here's Virgil Stanley. What on earth are we doing? That was weird. Like, the wiggle just kind of came out of nowhere. Contact with the 66 car and 35. So the 66 of Xander McKinney and the 35. Well, that's not Xander McKinney, is it? And the 35 car of Ethan Stuckwich. I don't know what that was about. Do we have... Let's see who's in here. Virgil Stanley is not available for a interview. That would have been kind of interesting to get a take on what's going on. A couple cars hit pit lane here. Isaac Johnson, John Garrett, Ethan Stuckwish, and Wayne Kennedy have all hit the pit lane. Here's a better view where we can actually see the cars. Must just be topping off considering the length of this race. They want to get a little bit further into it. So there is John Garrett actually was the car that was made contact with. So back up to the front of the grid, pacing around here. We're getting the first couple laps ticked off under yellow. Nothing too exciting going on yet, and maybe we'll see if that gets fixed up as we move forward. Rudy Valentine is with us for the first attempt at getting through this. Why don't we go ahead and talk to our pole sitter, who is not leading the race at this point in time. Let's quickly talk to Mo Perry. Let's see if we can get Mo in the booth. Mo Perry! That was a noise.
Hello, hi.
What's up, Mo Perry? How we doing? You got a copy, I assume.
Unfortunately, yeah.
That's not nice, Mo. You were on the pole. That was cool. You're not leading anymore, technically. That's kind of a shame. Did you expect anything different out of this start than what actually happened?
Well, I mean, right before the restart, there was discussion in the VC about what gear we should start in. I chose wrong. Both me and Rudy chose second gear, and Aiden went with first. So Aiden was able to get Rudy out in front. So I'm going first this time. Hopefully I don't loop it in front of the field. I probably just spoke into existence, but, you know, I can't really complain about how tonight goes because I'm operating on essentially a flu game. Appendicitis is a bitch.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Yeah, we were in the hospital yesterday, but we're back today.
Okay. Well, shit. I mean, glad you're okay.
Well, hey, we're not out of the water yet. I mean, I'm on antibiotics right now. I may still have to get surgery. Who knows?
Oh, well, I hope that goes well for you, Mo. Hopefully, I guess if your steering goes dead during the middle of the race, we'll have somebody call 911 for you.
Please do.
All right, sounds good. Mo, you came out of Johnson Racing Industries, right?
I believe so.
All right, I'll throw you back in there. Good luck the rest of the way, my friend. Be careful.
And have fun at the broadcast.
As always. All right, out of here and onwards we go. Green flag's coming back out. And starting from first gear this time will be Rudy Valentine and Mo Perry. A little bit of insight. Aiden Walker jumped it a little bit, actually gave Rudy a nudge to start this back up. And we are underway. I think the grid's trying to get a little bit more spread out this time around as Valentine leads to the inside. And we are clear to the backstretch. Whole bunch of cars going to the outside. We are under yellow flag conditions. Something's going on back here. John Garrett is, I believe, the perpetrator of this one. We have done a solid half lap of racing in this event thus far. Something from Fort Worth on the side of the 66 car. I am a huge fan of Fort Worth, Texas. Let's see what goes on here. All right, Virgil Stanley causing trouble back here. It might have been a slight piece of net code from this far away. John Garrett, man, that is the absolute closest. Like it's contact with the wall, but it is not damaging. John should be okay. I'm going to see if we could get a better angle on that accident. Here, this might work. So, John Garrett to the outside of Stanley. Virgil is going to just kind of fade up, and that looked like a bit of net code there for the 11 car, but nonetheless puts the 66 in the wall, and that's going to be how we get our second caution of the night, only 6 laps in. I think we can we stir the pot? I thought I saw John Garrett in here. I might be wrong. I think I am. Darn. Can't stir the pot under this yellow. So, who should we talk to? Should we even talk to? Why is iRacing doing that? Interesting. Actually, I know who we should talk to. All right, we got the series dad in the chat. We got Gavin Newton. Gavin, you got a copy?
Yeah. What happened?
John Garrett made contact with Virgil Stanley. Stanley was faded up into Garrett, I think, but it was technically netcode, and Garrett spun in turn 2. Very lazy contact with the wall.
Got
and
it.
We're under yellow. Gavin, we haven't gone racing yet. What do you think of that?
Kind of dumb. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna lie. The first one was really stupid.
Mhm.
We're gonna have our first penalty car of the year in Portland because of that.
Who is it going to be?
The 14 car.
Are you sure?
It looked like he just didn't go.
Yeah.
I'll look again. But
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Do what you want. I didn't feel like it was. I mean, we just talked to Mo Perry about the start under the yellow of that caution, and Mo said that they were talking and like there was debate going on about what gear to start in before like coming to the green flag. So,
oh boy.
from what he said, it sounds like there was a question mark for a lot of people about whether to be in first or second gear. So, for me, it's like, I don't know. I think you got to watch the 11 car. The 11 car might be the one to get the penalty at the end of this because Stanley's been involved in both of the cautions. Just throwing that in there.
I'll let.
You figure it out.
Slide.
You figure you.
Yeah, I'll let the first one slide, and then we'll look at the back half.
Word. You just got to figure it out, man. It's a race. You know, you got to feel out the car. You got to do your thing. You got to be really good looking, and you always do.
Yeah, and like, you know what? We're gonna get into this thing. We're gonna have some fun, and we're gonna try not to crash. I don't understand why we've already had damn near 10 caution laps, but hey, it is what it is, and we're gonna be better, I guess.
That's right. I'll throw you back down and get ready for this restart. We'll talk to you later, Gavin.
Yeah, man. See you later.
Yeah, man. All right. Green flag. Rudy Valentine. Will we get a lap in this time? We're almost a tenth of the way into this race. Aiden Walker almost messed up the whole start. Kind of jumped it a little bit. Got out of it. Let it go back to him. And Valentine's going to get a run into turn number 1. Good start for Presley Sora in third place there. He will jump to second place, throwing the 40 car out to an easy lead. Aiden Walker tried to get in line, didn't quite go. And we are underway down the back chute. Let's go racing. We look clean thus far. Uh-oh, Aiden Walker's dropping like a rock. What's going on with this? Going on with the 93 car? Something's gone wrong for Aiden Walker. And to the pit lane goes the 93 car. What a tough break. And now we've got a big crash on the front stretch. Wow. We... Guys, what are we doing? Let's get this replay back. Let's see what's going on. I'm going to pull Gavin back in the booth here. Oh, my Lord. Poor Swikey got turned off of the 35 car. Who the hell? Ethan Stuckwich just threw that shit in there. And then there's Mancini, and boy, howdy, that 5 car got mollywopped. Gee, how many crickets. Huh. Let's get Gavin back in here again. All right, we got him back. Gavin, what were you saying before about? What were you saying?
I'm gonna rip somebody's ass. I'm gonna rip Ethan Stuckwish's ass.
He turned him.
That was bullshit.
He did.
That was bullshit.
Yeah, he turned him. Yeah.
That's bullshit. That's bad.
Yeah.
That's bad. I don't even understand. Literally, I'm just going through the tri-oval, and all of a sudden the 4 car hits me right into the dog leg of it, and my motor blows instantly, and then I get hit and flipped over. Like, how in the hell?
Yeah, that did happen. That is what happened.
I don't understand.
How are you going to attack the rest of this race from here based off that?
I don't even know. I don't even know, man.
I don't know.
I just wanted to race.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna be 15 laps into it before we start racing. So
This is dumb.
you heard it here first, folks. The league commissioner just called the league dumb, or at least this racing dumb.
I'm calling the drivers dumb.
Well, they're ARCA drivers. What do you expect? Well, who said that? I didn't say that.
Yeah.
All right, I'll throw you back down to.
You know what? Matter of fact, put me in Johnson Racing Industry.
I bet I'm gonna throw you in Johnson Racing Industries. All right, talk to you later, Gavin.
Yeah, hopefully not very soon.
Yeah, don't do that again. All right. And now, since we're just going through this conversation, let's bring the poor folks who got thrown into the wall. Ronald, you're in the booth with us. You got a copy, brother.
You do.
All right, Ronald, what on earth was that from your perspective?
I got super fucking tight, and then just somehow ended up looking at the wall in the tri-oval.
That's an interesting take because it looks a lot more like Stuckwish just kind of turned you in the middle of the tri-oval. What have you been struggling with the tightness consistently or inconsistently, or was that a one-off thing?
Seeing as that was the one of the first actual race laps at Speed, hadn't had any real practice in the pack, and apparently there's no air on the front of the car in the pack, which is something I know, but apparently I don't know.
Does that change how you expect to handle the rest of these 87, what are we at, 85-ish laps to go?
Absolutely it does. Just be a little more careful going into the corner and wait for the car to catch up.
Yeah, that's absolutely fair. Ronald, what's your strategy going through a race like this? 100 laps on an oval, and then we're going to turn around and go to Portland in roughly an hour or however long it takes us to get through this race. I mean, how do you handle that?
Survive and survive.
Fair enough. Well, I'm going to throw you back in the chat you were in there, and I'll let you get ready for this restart. Good luck the rest of the way, number 4.
Thank you.
And that was Ronald Swikey. And Ronald Swikey is now sitting alone. There's nobody in the chat with him, unfortunately. Are we going to get a green flag lap in? Great question. We'll try. Rudy Valentine under control again. Oh my gosh! Xander McKinney, can you hold your honchos for a second there? My word, we were bouncing off each other coming to the green flag. We didn't even get there. Mo Perry jumps down to the inside. Presley Sora stuck on the outside through turns 1 and 2. And through 2. And on the backstretch, Rudy Valentine side by side with Presley Sora into turn number 3. Presley Sora going to try to bring the lead to the 67 on the outside. And for the moment, it's there. Going through. And see a nice run there with the 56 of Luke Breitschoff. Breitschoff on the outside of William Schmidt. Schmidt had a good qualifying run. And we are at speed. We did a full lap under green. Let's see how long that lasts. Presley Sora to the top. Mo Perry in line with Rudy Valentine. Valentine tried to jump up into the top line there, and Breitschoff was just side by side, so that didn't quite happen. Madeline Roten. Madeline won at Daytona. New looks on the side of the 60 car. Oh, into the wall hard there. Uh-oh, this is going to be a crash. Look out, Shulcheski. Yep, there it goes. Big crash. Holy. Oh, no. I called that, but that was terrible. John Shulcheski, I mean, we might have just flat up killed Isaac Johnson. He might be dead. Let's check a replay. My God, that just backed up like a bitch. I mean, fucking Madeline Roten into the wall. A 10 car bumps into her. They come down to Shulcheski. He gets all his momentum stolen from him. Now into the tri-oval. He slides on the wall a little bit, comes off of it, hits that 5 car. It's got duct tape on it. Into the side of Johnson. They destroy that shit. That's all wrecked. And then in comes Virgil Stanley again. And poor old Swikey. The two of them been in 2 crashes. Well, Virgil's been in 3. Poor guys. They're just coming along, and that 18 car just nowhere to go. Let's get someone in the booth. I need to check in. We need to check in with Isaac Johnson. Isaac, are you even alive after that?
I can't feel my legs.
Oh my God! We gotta send an ambulance out to that 33 car after that.
Oh my goodness, that was horrific.
How quickly did that happen on your screen?
I saw them all spread out, so I immediately tried to find my way through the field without hitting anybody else, and apparently I did not manage to do that second part because I just got like Austin Hill at Indy on Saturday. That was pretty much Austin Hill, and I was Eric Almirola, except for this was at an intermediate, not an Indy. Like that was horrific.
Well, that also wasn't on purpose, or this wasn't on purpose. I mean,
This was that's also true.
But yeah, well, what do you do with this car at this point? I mean, I saw you take the fast repair, which thank goodness you had that to keep yourself in the race. But I mean, what are you going to do now that we're hardly even a fifth of the way into the race? You've used your fast repair, you're a lap down, and there's still 80 laps to go and 20 cars out there that are going to wreck, keep racing, wreck.
I mean, my plan is always to just thug this shit out and just kind of keep going through it. I'm going to try and race for my lead lap back. That's all I'm going to do for the short term, and then once I get back on the lead lap, I'm going to kind of just linger around and see how this plays out.
Fair enough, Isaac. I'll throw you back down to get ready for what is to come. God bless you. Hope you don't have to do that again. That was nuts.
I hope so too.
Tony Ropered that, or was that too soon?
It's 25 years ago. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
That was
All
also
right.
at Tech.
Yeah. Wait. Yeah. No.
Yeah, it was at Texas.
Oh well, my bad. Anyway, they look the same. These tracks looked the same back then.
Yeah.
All right.
Fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
I understood the reference.
I like that. I appreciate that. I'll throw you back down there. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. I'm going to need it.
Yes. All right. There, down he goes, and we will get ready. We're on board with Isaac right now, as you see them all get lined up. And there is the 33 car. Right in front of Antonio Mancini. He's been involved in a couple accidents at this point. Mancini on the lead lap, the third to last car on the lead lap. Wayne Kennedy in the 23 machine just came out of the pits, as well as Ronald Swyke coming around through 1 and 2 to catch up to the tail of the field here. Mo Perry is your leader once again because he's getting scored that way because he's on the outside. Presley Sora has done well thus far. I'm going to bring the ticker back up on the screen so we can check in on the running order. I usually only pop that up during green flag runs, but we haven't had enough time in this race for me to do that, so I'm going to do it now. So, yeah, here we go. We're going to do it on the widescreen for this restart. We got, how many cars are still left in this race? I think we've got 21 of them out on the track, maybe 22 now. Gavin Newton, get back into this. Green flag comes back out. That was a ridiculous start by Presley Sora. That was ridiculous. And it's just getting worse. Here we go. The race is for second place here with a bunch of them all stacked up in there. William Schmidt, Rudy Valentine, Chris Williams in the mix. Xander McKinney there too, Madeline Roten, and back to the line again. We are a fifth of the way through this one. Presley Sora very easily leading the way into turn number 1 again. And as long as this whole crew stays side by side, this is going to help Presley build an advantage because they have to kind of woe up off each other coming through the corners. Can't diamond in and ride the apex nicely and fan out and keep the momentum up. So Presley Sora, at least for a split second there, had an advantage. What drama do we have today? Man, we haven't gotten a lap in. That's the drama. I think Antonio Mancini got disqualified because he's shown up. The name is showing up in black on my screen. Maybe something's, I don't know if that's correct or not. It appears that we are down 3. Virgil Stanley, Aiden Curate have both gone to the pits. So I think we're down to 20 cars. 21. Excuse me. What the hell is going on? Good Lord. Look out. Roten and Schmidt side by side here. Ooh, boy, Sanford was up and... Oh, Aiden Walker just dukes a hazard and through the grass. There's no way that's allowed. Madeline Roten almost ate shit in the turn 1. Contact with Sanford. Mancini's back out on the racetrack. Mancini there on the bottom. Whoa, Isaac Johnson. Gotta be careful a little bit there. That was nuts as well. Gavin Newton. Roten sliding up on the racetrack. Brayton Laster's up there. Gavin Newton backs out of it, trying not to get involved in anything. This is a good run here. Coming to the quarter point of the race. Took us long enough to get here. Doesn't really matter that much. Get paid the same. And they're almost 4 wide out of turn number 2. Oh my goodness. Chris Williams stays in it with Aiden Walker. Matt Kemp backs out. John Garrett didn't stick with that very long. Probably for the best. The 266 cars on the track are now beside each other. Garrett is scored as the 18 car. McKinney is the 66. So that is the 2 of them. And Presley Soares still leading over now. Breitschoff into second place. Mo Perry third. Rudy Valentine fourth. So Breitschoff, that's a good-looking number 56 car. I like the way that looks. It's nice and sharp. It's giving me kind of 90s vibes a little bit, like something you'd see on the loading screen of a 90s video game. That's kind of what I'm feeling out of the 56 car. 67 leads the way, though. Mo Perry coming behind. I'm going to check back in with this mid-pack battle. This is nuts. Here we go. Sanford, Chris Williams in the front with them and Aiden Walker, John Garrett. They're on the inside line, the 66 car, in sort of the brown and white. Chris Williams in the middle of the racetrack, the B-Blaze Vintage, number 09. And right in front of, oh man, ate the wall out of turn 4. Right in front of him, Dean Clavitt. That's 8th place for the 43 car at the moment. Solid run right now. Ethan Stuckwish holding 6th place there. A little battle going on with him in the 79 of William Schmidt. 5th and 6th place side by side. Presley Soares got no trouble leading the way right now over Breitschoff. Mo Perry and Rudy Valentine have been side by side for the 3rd spot, and they will continue to do so. This little group, they're all side by side, all bunched up together. And then you drop back a little bit. That group that we previously saw has spread out more. Got a little bit of a group at the back of the grid. But all of them are trying to stay out of trouble. Michael Deach right there in the 82 car. Not really sure if I would have expected Deach to be that far back, but Wayne Kennedy's kind of been riding out these races lately. Sorry, it's like 10 o'clock at night. I'm tired a little bit. Presley's still leading. Huge lead this time. A little bit of a drink to keep the vocal cords wet. Battle is here. Ooh, man. Sometimes they make pretty abrupt dives, and it concerns me to see it, but William Schmidt had it together, at least. Good racing right now. A little bit of a rub to the wall from Mo Perry in the 54 car. 93 of Aiden Walker, giving a little shove. They hold off behind Breitschoff. Deach on the inside. Ton of Toyotas in this race. Ton of Toyota cars in here. Breitschoff going to get a bump draft by Walker into the 3rd turn. And actually goes up the racetrack a ton. That's going to put Mo Perry through. That's going to put Aiden Walker right there on the inside. This could go poorly. William Schmidt down there as well. Nobody's backing out. Breitschoff hit the wall. But we stay green. We stay clean. Aiden Walker and Mo Perry almost making contact. Ah! Look out, look out, look out. The wall. The wall was what straightened out the 93 car. Now they're all going to check up and back into each other. We're going to check and see what happens with the rest of them. Here's Stuckwich, Matt Kemp right behind him. Dean Clavitt to the inside. 2x2 out of turn number 4. I wish this camera wasn't quite as zoomed in as it is. Past the stripe again. Deitch and Walker side by side. Breitschoff in the wall big time there in the middle of the corner. He gets off of it. Big group formed up right now. Stuckwich to the inside. Dean Clavitt down there in the 43. Almost contact with Isaac Johnson, who's a lap down trying to fight for his way back up into the... He's fighting for the right to party. And Dean Clavitt almost just spun Stuckwich, and Stuckwich might get into Breitschoff and Christopher Williams. They stay clear. Third of the way into this race now. Contact again, Stuckwich and Clavitt. Clavitt, contact again. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but it's happening. Saw it at the end of the screen there. Let's check back in with Presley. Presley's leading the way. We've single filed out for the first, 5-6 cars here. I think we can go back to Matt Kemp. They're running different lines on the straightaways, but this is the first duo that are actually battling. This is 5th place for Matt Kemp now, going past Mo Perry. Wonder if he held onto the tires a little bit better than the 54 car did. Kemp was a little bit more conservative through the sort of that beginning of that run. I think Chris Williams might have done a good job of doing the same thing. So Williams into 7th at this point. Breitschoff dropping like a rock. There's no way that car doesn't have damage. There's definitely something holding that car down a little bit, and the tires are definitely going to be a little gone on the 56 car at this point, but we'll see how far we get in. I mean, we're at some point going to have yellow, or sorry, not yet. Well, that's going to happen. We will at some point have to figure out when we're going to pit. The pit stops are going to happen, but we'll also expect a yellow again. There's no way we're going to get the whole way through this, the way things have been going. So, single file now most of the way through. Chris Williams and Mo Perry, as Perry continues to lose spots. Chris Williams gets through on the inside, but fades up. Now we're seeing that tightness. There we go. Pass for the lead. Will somebody else lead? Aiden Walker is going to push William Schmidt. The 67 car of Presley Sora on the outside. Not going to be phased by that, but William Schmidt is going to get a nice shove through 3 and 4, and the 79 car will come back and lead lap 38 on to 39. Presley Sora has now fallen into playing the catch-up game, as Matt Kemp has gotten himself involved in this too. That 10 car, solid run, just kind of patient to get to this point. And the top 5 have separated themselves from the field at this point in time as well. Mo Perry is the car in 6th place. So that makes me think that maybe it's the tire situations affecting things. Because Mo just was fast at the start, and at this point is not holding up. Same with Breitschoff, and to me that screams tires. There's Mo with Chris Williams. Back up here, Presley Sora runs high. William Schmidt runs low. Down the back stretch, they're going to catch up to, I believe that was Swikey in the 4 car. So the lap traffic is in sight. But we've still got some time before we hit that. That might affect things. Aiden Walker has gotten himself back into the fight here. He's in 3rd place, side by side with Valentine. Rest of your top 10 sees Mo Perry in front of Chris Williams. Luke Breitschoff is in 8th place, now 9th place, as Dean Clavitt and him will switch positions. So Clavitt goes into 8th place. And then rounding out your top 10 right now is Ethan Stuckwish. Back from there, John Garrett, Nolan Sanford, Brayton Laster, Xander McKinney, Wayne Kennedy, Michael Deitch, Madeline Roten, Ronald Swikey, Isaac Johnson, Gavin Newton, John Szulczewski, Antonio Mancini. That's the cars. Oh, we got a yellow. we got a yellow for Stuckwitch. What are we doing? It's Brightshoff and Stuckwish there. Into Isaac Johnson again. Oh, man. Not again with Isaac Johnson. Does he hit the wall? Yeah, he gets the wall. Tough break for him. 35 car and 56 slide through the infield. Oh, Stuckwish is going to get hit the pit wall a bit. Need to turn off the screen there. Brightshoff made no damage. Made no contact. Shouldn't have much damage on that car. Stuckwish. Ouch. Isaac Johnson. The contact here is going to be fairly minor. But it seems like the thing to do in this broadcast so far, the thing to do seems to be to bring them back because they end up getting involved in a second accident. Isaac Johnson, that was not what you wanted to see, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah, no, that's really annoying. I don't even know what happened there.
I think we're just
happened.
fading up. We're fading up into the wall. Can you talk to the idea of what's going on with these cars in dirty air? Swikey said earlier things get tight. Is that true?
Yeah. Oh, the car just goes away. It feels like someone with a stage cane hooks your right front tire and just rips it towards the wall. I felt pretty dang good, though. I was lifting a lot and letting the draft kind of carry my momentum through the corner and just bleeding a tiny bit of brake to keep the car down there, and was waiting a while to pick the throttle back up. So I wasn't really pushing tight as much as these other guys were. So yeah, that's super frustrating. And looking back at the replay now, that was I had nothing to do with that. I got fucking hooked.
What is your strategy for the rest of this race now, or what are you going to do with this in Portland?
I'm done for the race, so my strategy is probably to go and go grab something to drink.
Well, that's unfortunate. We hate to hear that, but
Go run practice laps for Portland, I guess.
yeah, maybe get the road course car dialed in.
Yeah, hopefully.
That's all you can really do. Well, we'll throw you back to the team chat. Maybe you can strategize yourself a team win somehow from this point forward.
Yeah.
Because Presley Sora looks pretty good right now.
Yeah, I got hope that Rudy's in the other car for this race, so hopefully he can make something happen there.
There you go. That might be something. Well, we'll hopefully get to talk to you at Portland for maybe something a little bit more positive than what we've seen you for so far.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Take it easy.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. One lap to green this time. Take another minute to shout out as he leads us through the stripe and will lead us back to the green. PresleySora.com. We are watching the Volvo 240, but we're also going to shout out PresleySora.com for being the presenting sponsor of this racing series. You can go to PresleySora.com and check out all the merchandise, schedule information, and everything you need to know about Presley Sora and his ARCA racing career. So be sure to go check out PresleySora.com. And shout out to Volvo for not actually sponsoring, but representatively sponsoring the race here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. 100 laps. We're not quite halfway into it. That's kind of a shame, but that's okay. Mo Perry on the outside in car 54. Kind of the usual suspect situation here. And they line up 2 by 2. Isaac would have been able to get the lap back if he was not involved in the accident, but instead it takes him out of the race. So we are down to 21 cars out there on the track. And they will get the green flag with the sun coming out at the end of turn 4. Pace car going to pull into the pit lane here. Dean Clavitt has gotten himself all the way up into 3rd place. That's a fantastic run for the 43 car. We were supposed to have a, halfway break. I don't know if that's still going to happen. All right. Let's hit it. You know, that was just not a good restart. Presley, I don't think Presley's to blame for it, but man, they just bounced off each other like crazy coming off the start. I'd love to hear the voice chat, what happened there. I'm sure they're not happy. I would think at this point, oh man, we're going to see something happen here. Xander McKinney's, William Schmidt! No! Big, huge crash, huge accident. Huge crash in down here. That's half the field. William Schmidt was the starting point of, he was the one who got turned first, I should clarify. The yellow flag comes out. I was wondering if we were going to get a halfway break, but halfway will be under yellow at this point. So that's tough. William Schmidt going to be the first car to watch. Let's go back to replay here. So Chris Williams pushes up. That's not Breitschoff. Breitschoff gets touched by Mo Perry, who kind of got slid up because Williams was getting tight there, and then they make contact. The 66 car was already in the wall. There's two 66 cars, but that was Xander McKinney. And then all of these cars they get sucked in, nowhere to go, nothing they can do. Chris Williams there was kind of one of the first points of contention for this incident. Sanford, maybe a little bit of contact, but shouldn't be anything crazy on the 52 car. That car looks good, too, by the way. I love numbers like that, like those kind of bold, bubbly numbers. Good stuff. I think Ronald Swikey got through there. John Garrett did not. John Garrett's in trouble there. That's a tough break for that 66 car. Scored as the 18. Go back to live timing, and we've got another accident. It looks like John Garrett has crashed a second time. Or was he just sitting down here? What is going on? Interesting. Pit lane is open. People are coming into the pits. And Presley Sora was... Why are we still in replay mode? I'm not in replay mode. We had pit stops there. And Presley Sora led the race off pit road, but he's going to start from 4th place, as we saw Valentine, Brayton Laster, and Matt Kemp stay out on the racetrack. So we're going to come to the halfway point with Rudy Valentine actually leading the way. Brayton Laster second. Matt Kemp sits third. Who can I bring into this conversation? Let's get Xander McKinney into this. This is going to be a first time on to the broadcast here. We got Xander McKinney, car 66 driver. Xander, show Donahue up in the booth. You got a copy, brother?
I got a copy.
He got a copy. Xander, you were already in the wall before that crash happened. Can you give us your perspective on what was going on with your car and also what was going on around you?
We've been solid today. I was honestly not expecting to be competing for a top 10 pretty much all day, and we were making some headway, and they kind of stacked up in front. I went 3 wide top, and then just next thing I know, I'm getting put in the wall 3 or 4 times.
Yeah. That's a fair rundown. Can you tell me about how the car's been running in general throughout this race? Because it's there was that short period where the sun came out, but it's been cloudy, and I'm sure that's had an effect on how things have been handled.
Honestly, I like it right now. It's a little tight, but a lot of that I feel is just from how much I'm abusing the right front. But honestly, the car's been handling quite nicely.
Well, that's good. That's good to hear. What are you going to do strategy-wise to try to get this car back up to the front for the rest of this halfway point of the race? We were at the halfway point.
The way they're dogfighting, I feel they're gonna wreck a couple more times. I mean, honestly, anywhere I finish right now is gonna be better than where I finished all year. So I'm just gonna ride it out. Hopefully not end up in the wall or in the fence, and pray for a good finish.
Yeah, fair enough. And you haven't used your fast repair yet either. That's something good to have in the docket there.
Honestly, I expect to have it pretty used up after maybe 10 laps, but hopefully not.
Fair enough. I'll throw you back down in there. Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.
Okay, that's Xander McKinney. Well put together in that conversation. I enjoyed talking to Ronald. We'll try to talk to Ronald again before the end of this if we get a chance. All right, green flag comes back out. Rudy Valentine leads the way. Did not pit there under the yellow. Dean Clavitt in the 43 car putting a run on. Oh, Lord. Oh, God. No. Holy shit. Man. Did sorry. Did Xander get through it? Yes, he did. Okay. William Schmidt did not. Holy mackerel, William Schmidt did not get through that. That was terrible. We are under yellow again. Oh, a little J-turn action. That was smooth. All right, let's catch this back. Let's see what happens. So Madeline Roten's the first car that starts spinning here. So into the corner. Madeline on the outside. There's contact. So I don't know if she came down. I don't know if Schmidt went up, but contact there. And then Schmidt into the wall hard. Mancini gets spun by Shulcheski. They're trying to avoid it. Sanford's going to go for a ride here, too. Schmidt got absolutely dog-pounded into the wall. I'm going to use the word again, molly-whopped. That's a good one. Shulcheski gets sucked into this like a vacuum cleaner. And Michael Deach, unfortunately, has the same problem. Front bumper's gone off that car. Rear bumper's gone off Shulcheski. Madeline Roten. Is Madeline in this? I think we can talk to Madeline, yeah. Yeah, let's bring Madeline into the booth. Oh, I'm sorry. Mid-sentence there, Madeline. We got you up in the booth real quick. I can throw you back if you need to.
No, you're good.
Just real quick. Oh, we're great. Except that wasn't so great for your run here, Madeline. What the heck was that?
No clue. We were all chatting about it. That's actually what we were talking about when you pulled us in. There was some netcode or something that went on our end because, like, on my end, I was going, and then the 79 just turned me, and then the 79's end, you know, apparently I just, like, stopped. So that was some internet tomfoolery or something. So a little frustrated by that, but we're going to get back out there and see if we can't turn this around. I mean, it's been an up and down day. Tires are very important. Very push and pull, tight racetrack. So we're just going to, like I said, see what we can do at this point. It's kind of, apparently I pissed off the spirits or something.
Well, maybe. We'll see. I mean, you're leading the points, so we'll have to see if you can dial it back in and get back up there. But you're definitely going to have another yellow to rebound off of at some point.
Oh, or 4.
That's fair. I'll throw you back down there. Y'all can keep talking about what was going on there. Good luck the rest of the way, Madeline.
Sure, thank you very much.
That's Madeline Roten, car number 60, driver there. And I just want to, let's get someone in here who's just going to say whatever they think. I'm going to bring in Chris Williams.
Hey, yo, me.
Christopher Williams. I wanted to get someone in here who was going to throw an absolutely honest statement about what's going on. Somebody, like, just no filter. Like, just have at it.
I'm your man. I just now realized I got pulled into the booth. Go ahead.
Oh.
I thought someone just played my Discord sound. Anyways, go ahead. So yeah, it's been pretty chaotic, I will say. Luckily, I've only had to be a part of one of the scenes of chaos, and I'm just getting all my stuff repaired without using my fasty because I know it's going to keep being chaotic.
I mean, just give it the absolute most brutally honest, like, unfiltered take on how the first 53 laps of this race have gone for the whole crew.
I'm not gonna lie, it's a pretty fun combo. If you know, when we had that like little 10 lap green flag run, and we all kind of got bunched up, it was pretty racy. The car is super tight, but if you like drive it conservatively enough and like get on the rear tires, you can change how it drives. So I don't know, overall I'm enjoying it.
Fair enough.
But I will say a lot of pace laps, but that's fine because a pace lap, say it with me, is a safe lap.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
A pace lap is a safe lap.
That is a
fantastic
ARCA gold nugget. All right. Well, here we go.
I'm gonna throw you back. Yeah, I'll throw you back down there. Good luck the rest of the way, Chris.
Thank you.
It's me. That was an iconic entrance from Christopher Williams. I had a lot of fun with that. Green flag's back out. Let's go racing again. Rudy Valentine jumps the shit out of the restart again. It's a constant here with this group. Ticker back on the screen, and Rudy Valentine leads the way. Presley Sora trying to get a run here. Dean Clavett second place. Matt Kemp right there third. Luke Breitschoff right there behind Stuckwich in the 35. Next to normal on the hood of that car. I'll have to ask what that is at some point. What is next to normal? 3 wide back here. Madeline Roten side by side into this mix. A whole slew of cars going at it into turn number 1. Again, they go or double file, excuse me. Brightshoff to the outside of Aiden Walker there. You got McKinney on the inside of Mo Perry. Beside them, Brayton Laster, Madeline Roten in the 06 and 60 cars beside each other as well. There's Madeline Roten, purple and black next to normal Toyota Camry. Nice run off the inside. A little bit of smoke there. Somebody must get in the wall. What the hell are we doing? Alan Roten just going into the AstroTurf there on the inside. Rudy Valentine leading the way still in the Slipstream Media number 40 machine. Snap-on on the front hood and side for Dean Clavitt. Has not had a run like this yet this season, so this is good stuff for the 43 car. And third place, Matt Kemp. Slowly got himself into contention here. Now he's just kind of riding. 2 next to normal cars. Stuckwich and Aiden Walker in front of Presley Sora, making it a little bit hard for Presley to get in there. Here comes the whole group of them. We were actually staying green a little bit. And now we got a battle for the lead. Dean Clavitt to the inside. Dean Clavitt not going to get a run off the middle of the corner, maybe out of it. Just side by side going to help. Although Matt Kemp giving a little bit of extra assistance to the 40 car on the outside. He stays high when Valentine slides to the inside there in turns 1 and 2. Will Kemp be able to use that to his advantage? Maybe a little bit of a run. Yep, looking to the inside. 10 car to the bottom. And as Clavitt had taken the lead, now Matt Kemp will take the lead, but much more confidently. We got a new race leader at the front as we come up on, well, we're ticking down. We're getting closer. Someone's sliding back there. Stuckwich was getting mixed up. Oh, man. That was contact from Mo Perry. Came into the turn hard. Tough stuff, guys. What are we doing? Kemp leads. Valentine to the inside. Will Valentine be able to put a run on him? Matt Kemp on the outside. Oh, big time. What the hell by Aiden Walker. And now we're going to go 2 by 2. Kemp and Clavitt to the outside. Walker and Valentine on the inside. Now Brightshoff in there with Clavitt. And what a mess. This is actually good racing right now. All right, what we're going to do here is give Joe a second to breathe, and we are going to do a NASCAR-style ARCA crank it up. So I'm going to stop talking, and we're going to enjoy the sound of these beautiful, I don't know what cubic inch race cars. Jesus Christ, guys! I couldn't take a breath, and you sons of bitches wrecked again. Dean Clavitt, we were literally watching the 43 car in that wreck. Tough break, though. Dean seems to be solid, cool guy, kind of calm with the racing, but that was not cool. That was very empty wallet. Let's check a replay back here. Going into the turn here, you're going to see Clavitt on the outside of Aiden Walker. I'm going to change the camera angle here so we get a different view of what goes on. And you've got Walker, and you've got Brightshoff behind in the 56 car. And then when we go into the corner, it's going to be Brightshoff to watch with the 43. And I'm going to be prepared to switch camera angles. Just some contact into the turn. Misjudgment between who was going what speed into the corner. Clavitt, unfortunately, there's no time or way to save this. Into Presley Sora. The 67 car gets put in the wall. And then Clavitt combines in with Brightshoff. And that's the madness that created this caution. So, unfortunately, we are back under yellow. And that's how it happened. Is Dean Clavitt in this session? Can we talk to Clavitt? We cannot. We could talk to... If we're going to talk to somebody new, we could talk to Luke. First time in the booth for Luke Brightshoff. Luke, what on earth? What's up? What was that about?
Yeah, I was scared because, there was, I don't know if you know who he is, the 67 car. He's kind of like a fairly big deal, and so I thought he was going to run me over. So I'm like, I need to go really fast here, otherwise I'm going to get wrecked. And instead, I was the wreck. So that's what happened there.
You know, starting off an interview of a conversation with a driver, and the first words are, "I was scared." That's putting things in perspective a little bit. Talk to me about the race car, how it's been handling throughout this event. A lot of people talking about tight cars. Are you okay with the way that things have been going with the handling of the vehicle so far?
Everyone who put this car together, it is terrible. If you look at a steering input a little bit too far, you will meet the outside wall with haste. So no, it is terrible.
At least the car looks good. At least can you tell us a little bit about the sponsors on the side of this thing?
This is just ripped straight from Daytona USA 2.
Good. So you have no idea.
No, it's fake, I believe.
That's not nice.
I mean, it's fake.
No,
you know what though?
Luke.
You know what though? I appreciate Phantom throwing me all more $1 billion that they did towards this ride, and
That's
I
better.
appreciate what they've done for us. And I apologize that I've tore up the car, and that's about it.
Are you actually from Texas?
I am actually from Texas. Yes.
What area of Texas? You're from the Dallas-Fort Worth area?
I am not from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. I am up in the Panhandle.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, we got a good old Texan in here. What are you gonna do to get this car back to the front again?
Nothing. I'm done.
You're done.
I'm done. I had to use my fast repair on the big one.
I'm so sorry.
It is done now. So
all right,
it is okay. It's GAVARCA. We're here for fun. We had fun today. So
good. Will we see you at Portland, Luke Breitschoff?
I hope so. I think so.
Okay, good. I'll be excited to see this car come back out at Portland.
We might be stuck in the ARCA car, in the original ARCA car. So I don't know.
That'd be kind of fun.
To see. We'll have to see.
That would be fun though. At least for me. I don't know about you.
I've heard it drives terribly. So we'll have to see. I'll let you get back. I hear we're about to go green. So
word. I'll let you at it. Have a good rest of your evening, Luke. We'll see what happens
at well.
Portland. Yes, thank you, sir. Boy howdy, horns down, green flag. Mo Perry is the leader, back to the line. We had another botched restart. We are 65 laps into this race. I don't know, man. This is, these guys drive like this every time we race together. Like, Gavin was upset about it, but it's nothing out of the ordinary, honestly. Who said that? I didn't say that. Let's just talk about race cars again, Joe. Rudy Valentine on the inside, Mo Perry to the outside. They're side by side for your race lead. We've got lap 65 coming to the end of its stint. Mo Perry leads the lap. Matt Kemp still holding on to third place there. You can see Aiden Walker and William Schmidt fighting into the top 5 there as well on your screen. Order coming across the top of the screen is the running order of the whole field. We have lost 19. We have lost cars all the way up to 19th place. The 18 cars still on the track have a couple lapped cars, but we've got cars spinning and crashing again, and Presley Sora has brought out the yellow flag. That's not somebody we would have expected to see with a caution to their name, but he did get caught up in the last incident that just happened. So we're going to go back and check the replay of what happened to Presley. I don't know how the hell he got into that position. Let's see what goes down here. So Sora following Gavin Newton. And there's Ronald Swikey and Wayne Kennedy in front of those two. Where is this going to start? Oh, no. Swikey got into Wayne Kennedy. That's tough. And then Swikey's still getting loose, and Sora tries to go to the inside. Contact there, and then just, this is going to eat shit because he's not going to stop. And oh, man, Dean Clavitt, he must have shit himself. Tough break, hard lick for Presley Sora. Hard lick. And that's a hard lick right there. And that's Presley Sora. We got him up at the booth. Presley, you got a copy, brother. Okay. Are you good, Presley? Did we like collapse your lungs on that crash or? Oh my God! We got to send an ambulance down. We got to get Presley. Presley, tap twice if you need medical assistance. Presley, can you hear me?
Get him on the phone. Get him on the phone. Quick.
Get him on the phone.
Quick.
Who are we getting? Presley, who are we getting on the phone? Presley, I know. Everybody listening, there's one thing I can do to make sure that see if Presley's going to make it. Presley, Fiend.
Fiend.
Okay. We're good, guys. It's going to be okay. Presley, did you already use your fast repair before this?
No, we did not. I actually still have my quick repair, but unfortunately I had to tow, which is 3 minutes. So,
So you're screwed.
Yeah, we're in bad shape. I'll be a couple laps down, unfortunately. So
that's unfortunate. Well, there's always Portland.
Yeah, that is true.
Well, I'm going to throw you out of here, let you go back to trying to figure out what went wrong with your lungs. We'll talk to you later, probably, because you're probably going to end up winning something.
Yeah. I appreciate the medical service, though. So.
Yeah. We got you. Fiend. That's right.
Fiend.
I tried to take him back to his... Oh, he went. Okay, we're good. Well, this got blown open. Car that was pretty dominant at the beginning of the race is now sitting still on pit lane and probably won't return to the racetrack for anything competitive. So that puts Mo Perry in an interesting position. And Matt Kemp and Rudy Valentine. And Aiden Walker's been kind of sitting in there. Walker's not too shabby when it comes to doing this, so see how that goes. What time is it? It is 10:30. Crazy. It's time to start digging in your butt, twin. Gonna go green flag racing here on lap 69. Nice. Oh, we got somebody. Oh, we got a spam chat in the chat of this race. It's crazy. I don't know if I can remove it. I don't do Twitch enough to know. Let's see what goes down here. Green flag's back out. This is a lot better restart. I still haven't gotten to take my drink break with the turn it up, but I'm scared we're all going to wreck the shit out of each other again. So I'm not going to do that. Ooh. Wayne Kennedy was back there in the wall. 23 car. Front side, Rudy Valentine backed off a bit there. Aiden Walker gets down the inside. Stuckwich. These fun last names, I get them mixed up, unfortunately, even though they're very unique. So Mo Perry leads the way. And down the back chute, Aiden Walker side by side with Rudy Valentine. Rudy has had a great car throughout this race, but Aiden Walker really has been doing Aiden Walker things with this event so far, just kind of holding back, staying within striking distance, but not putting the power down in the 93 car. I got to think that's going to help long term. As they come through turn one, again, seeing the majority of the field on your screen at the same time. And a lot of red cars in this race. A lot of white, a lot of black, a lot of red. There's a lot of movement going on there, too. I got nervous. Oh, let's put this back up on the screen. And Mo Perry leads us into the corner with Matt Kemp looking to the outside. Nice battle shaping up here. And since it looks like we're okay, I'm going to do the thing that I wanted to do before. Where is OBS? There it is. I lost it. we are back on Let's Give It the Crank It Up. And I'm back. Wow. Poor son of a bitch. You got me back. We got Mo Perry leading the way pretty easily here. Matt Kemp, Aiden Walker, nice little run here for the second place position. It's kind of calmed down a bit. I'm hoping that it stays that way to get to the finish of this one. We do have a whole second event to take care of here this evening. We're ending out July, getting halfway through this season with a doubleheader race tonight. So we've got the Volvo 240 coming at you from Charlotte Motor Speedway, and then we're going to have a turnover, and we're going to flip it to Portland later for the second race of the night, which is the next to normal Grand Prix Portland. I had to double check. This is the Volvo 240. Mo Perry leading the way over a train of cars that all got stacked up together into turn one this time. We're going to have 20 laps to go, coming around about 2 miles away from it. Excuse me. 3 miles, sorry. It's just a 1.5 mile track, so halfway around it roughly gets you. So here we go. Out of the corner, Aiden Walker has taken second place here and has a little bit of a run, but you'll see Aiden probably be a little conservative here and won't make the pass. Very Aiden Walker-like. Matt Kemp trying to play spoiler, so Kemp's definitely keeping his nose there, being a little more aggressive, because Aiden Walker, little bit alliance. There's an alliance here between the lead car and this car second in line. So Kemp's going to try to disturb that a little bit. Valentine's doing his own thing back there. Rudy Valentine now fourth place, looking for third on Matt Kemp. And Presley Sora is getting back up into the mix here. Presley's going to try to get a lap back by passing everyone by most of it. And if we get a caution, that will seriously help Presley Sora, because he will get the free pass, but he'll also have earned a lap back, so he'll be back on the lead lap, and I could see that very easily happening. Sora's going to push like hell in the 67 car on your screen. He scored as the 98. Don't be fooled. Chris Williams in the top 5, or just got shoved out of it at least in the 09 car there. The Blaze Vintage machine, as he's going to go to the outside of Matt Kemp. Single file lineup to the top side of the racetrack. That's going to give him a fight. Yikes. Valentine side by side with that lap car, Presley Sora. To the line again, under 20 laps to go now. So Sora's really got to hope for some good help and push it if he wants to get back into this one. Sora to the inside. Aiden Walker there. That is not for position. Walker holds his ground. I don't think they want Presley to get the opportunity, so they're probably going to be a slightly defensive against this from the 67 car. I saw contact back here. Stuckwich dropping. Dean Clavitt and William Schmidt both involved in some significant crashes in this race thus far. Contact there with Stuckwich and Schmidt. And it's a mess. Sora can't get those two cars leading. They're working together, and they're coming up on some lap traffic, potentially! What the hell was that, Presley? Yeah, they're side by side. They're blocking his ass in. Sora, what's Sora going to do here? Chris Williams into third place, looking for some help here. And Sora might start bullying these guys. Oh, he goes to the way top. Holy mackerel. If that gets completed, I'm going to be stunned. Like, that's a hell of a driver right there. Presley Sora can pull that off. He does, at least for the moment. Mo Perry just sent it in to try to block that, I guess, but did not work at all. Sora just retook a lap back. That's going to be very helpful when we inevitably have a crash again, which almost just happened between Walker and Williams as they made pretty significant contact into turn number 1. And the screen's getting choppy here. Are we dropping any frames? Let's check this out. I have not dropped any frames. That means this is an iRacing lag thing. There's Shulcheski. That's a lapped car doing the right thing. Presley Sora was not participating in that. He made that pass. Presley now only one lap down. And the field is side by side. They're going to come up on lap 88 here. Sora is not the leader. That is Mo Perry. Chris Williams in the fight in that 09 car. Now to the inside, Aiden Walker goes through. Matt Kemp and Rudy Valentine. There's contact between the three of them. No crash, but definitely, ooh, hip check from 35 car Ethan Stuckwich. Pretty rough. Mancini now a lapped car getting thrown to the hay side, way side, up top for the 14 machine. Just gets freight trained. We're all clear. A bunch of guys backed off of the whole front group thing. Gavin Newton, Madeline Roten leads it. Gavin Newton, Ronald Swikey, Brayton Laster, Wayne Kennedy, all back there. Mix up for position up here is Aiden Walker taking the race lead. We've got a battle for third right there between Valentine and Kemp. They're side by side into the corner. Presley's still leading this group down the stretch, but he's a lapped car still. And he's running out of time for this to work out in his favor. So I think he'd get the lap back, and then he'd be on the lead lap, and we could contend with this. But he's stuck in 16th place to the end of this race if it stays green. Aiden Walker now has a pretty significant lead as Valentine goes to the inside of Mo Perry. Matt Kemp going to try to go to the inside of Mo Perry. I think the best thing for them to do is if Valentine and Kemp want to work together, because evidently Mo Perry and Aiden Walker have a strategy with each other. Here we go. Here's the strategy. Fucking crash. Holy shit. Nolan Sanford just got beat to death. And unfortunate for Matt Kemp and Mo Perry. That's a tough break. And there's the caution that we were waiting on for Presley Sora. Man, tough. Let's get a replay back on that and see what happened. I mean, we saw it, but let's see it again. So Kemp and Perry just didn't give each other enough room coming off of the banking, and you got to be careful with the car that it doesn't offset coming out of there. Although all of these cars have been so tight during this race, I don't think that was much of a factor. They got a nice shot in on the side of William Schmidt's car. And that's where Kemp just goes right back up the racetrack and mollywops the 52 car of Nolan Sanford. And that's going to put Kemp back in the wall for like a third or fourth time there. Tough break for him. Tough break for Mo Perry. I think Mo Perry's going to be a little upset with that. I think Mo Perry's going to be done for... No, actually, Mo Perry has a fast repair left. So Mo's okay. Kemp should have a fast repair being used right now, so the 10 car should be okay. Oh, excuse me. And as the field hits pit lane, that would even put the 50 or the 67 car. Well, there goes Presley past the pace car. So, yep, the whole field has pitted. And once they come out of the pit lane, maybe we'll get a minute here and we'll talk to someone. I think we're going to talk to Mo Perry if we can, but we're going to let the field come out of the pit lane here. Mo's going to be sitting still for a second. Let's get him. All right, Mo Perry, back in the booth. That was not what you wanted to see. Talk us through it.
That entire run was just fighting to stay with the clean air because, I took 2 tires just to try to loosen it up. It worked, and keeping clean air, as long as you stay on the outside, you can keep the lead forever, basically. I eventually lost the battle trying to... Hi, Cole.
Hi, Joe.
That wasn't Joe that said
And
that.
Mo.
Anyway.
Joe and Mo.
I lost the battle, and given that I've now got 4 minutes of damage, I believe I've also lost the war. So...
That is unfortunate, because you really did have a good car. I mean, was it... Do you think the tire situation you pulled was what made the difference there, or did you feel good in the tight air, too?
Once I got back behind people, it went still back to being pretty tight, but nowhere near as bad as it was just on 4, so... If anyone took 2 here, I would definitely look at them at being fastest.
I can respect that. That's a tough break for you, Mo. You had a good run going, so it's unfortunate to see, but maybe Portland will turn it around for you.
That's a road course, man. Come on.
Well, Mo, I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to be optimistic.
I'm trying to be real here.
I've got this. Mo Perry, you are a beautiful human being. You are good at racing. You're going to be good at this road course because I'm going to push you to be good.
Okay, sure. Whatever.
All right.
I mean, I still have a faster pair, by the way, so if the field dies, I'm still in it.
Now, I think the people in the infield care center are pissed because you got out again. But
hey, listen. Sometimes you got to escape what the man wants you to do, okay?
All right. We'll see you at Portland.
Gaming.
Okay, so that was Mo Perry, and this is Cole Freilich. Cole Freilich,
Hey,
welcome
Joe.
to the booth. We got 8 laps to go in this bitch.
Yeah. I got done with my race. Was hoping we were about to go into the Portland race, and then they told me we still had 13 laps. And I'm like, what are we doing?
What we're doing is crashing, Cole Freilich. There's been a lot of accidents in this race so far, a lot of frustrated drivers.
Well, I've done my fair share of that tonight. Aiden Walker's going to lead us back to the green here.
All right. Cole Freilich going to jump on it, get on that mic. Let's get down, hunkered down, 7 laps to go. Green flag's back out.
And a great launch there by Aiden Walker. Got Rudy Valentin right behind him. That's a Johnson Racing Industries car. Look for that car to be fast because that is one of my former chassis. So Rudy is flying. And looks like Rudy may actually get a run going down the back here. Going to tuck in line with Aiden, though. We'll see what the move is into 3. Little fade. Aiden's going to drive it off into there. And the top 2 remain the same. Christopher Williams in 3rd with Ethan Stuckwish in tow.
Stuckwish and Clavitt have a little run going here. Nice run for them. Chris Williams, someone we see usually do competitively, but not like at the front like this. I mean, a top 3 would be a big deal for Chris Williams in this series. We got 6 laps now, 5.5 laps to go. Top 5 here are all single file, and they're all spaced out fairly evenly. Big note to make is Presley Sora up into 6th place. That yellow helped Presley get back onto the lead lap after being literally 2 laps down. He fought one back and got gifted the other, and Chris Williams just hit the wall.
Yeah, it looks like he got a little tight there. Now, the good news for Presley is the hood pins were in the car this time, so he's not driving blind out there. Can actually see, can make progress. I don't think he will get many more spots than what he's already got here. He may get Williams and Clavitt because these two will more than likely get to battling here, but we've kind of got like a little 2-pack breakaway here. We got a first group with our top 6 runners, and then the second group starts from about 7th on back.
They've been complaining about these cars getting tight, and I think that definitely is going to affect the abilities of these guys to make passes, but I don't know, Cole. I mean, Presley's really been fighting his way up through there, and especially with this run he does this Larson line, this could very easily go well for the 67 car.
Well, where that's playing into Presley's hand is he's out of the dirty air. That's what a lot of drivers are complaining about, is how bad the dirty air is. Now, Presley's going to be in a little bit of it behind Stuckwish here. But if you actually watched off into turn 1 there, Rudy Valentin, he thought about the move to the inside, but got blocked completely by Aiden, had to have a big whoa up there. Presley's up to 4th here now. Now, the interesting part is, how's he going to get around the 35 here of Ethan Stuckwish?
Yeah, because it's really down to a 1v1 at that point. And a big run with Clavitt and Williams off of each other, like just riding through the corner contact through. Presley Sora sends a slider in on Stuckwitch, and Stuckwitch now kind of sends it back to the inside. Contact again by Clavitt and Williams, and they all get stuck in a 2x2 situation here across the line again, but they're losing time on Rudy Valentine, who really doesn't have something put together strongly for Aiden Walker at this point.
Yeah, Stuckwitch, a hard-nosed racer, not letting Presley get away. He actually read that move beautifully going off into turn 3 that last time. Ooh, they're getting a little squirrely. Now, Christopher B. Williams is pushing Presley Sora, but we're coming to the white flag. I just don't think Presley and these guys have enough time to make up that ground. You need pretty much a Hail Mary miracle for it to work.
Yeah,
but,
I agree with that.
But Rudy's shaping up a run on Aiden. Rudy's going to try the top here, see if he can't get the momentum coming down the back straightaway.
If Rudy can try to put something together like what Sora's been doing to get up to this point, maybe, but I just don't see it happening. Now, there you go, the inside line. There's the send, Walker. I think Walker's going to be able to hold him down. It's a question of whether the contact is made. That's Aiden Walker to the line. Woo! Aiden Walker got the momentum off the top side, and Valentine tried. Like a hell of a run there for Valentine to try it on the inside, but he raced him clean and just had to woe up once he got into the corner, and that's what kind of held Rudy down low. Aiden was able to block him down into there and keep him pinned, and that's what keeps Aiden Walker up at the front. And Aiden Walker going to be your first two-time winner of this series this season here, as he's going to go back to victory lane here at Charlotte. Congratulations to the 93 team. That was a well put together performance, but none too shabby from Valentine either, Cole Freilich.
That was a really good effort there by Rudy. Now, I know Rudy in the past has moved me for wins of GAVARCA events, so I was kind of shocked he didn't at least rough Aiden up a little bit there. But
yeah, maybe.
Yeah, Antonio Mancini was blabbering, so I lost all train of thought there.
Well, we can just jump over and talk to our winner, because we want to get this wrapped up so we can go over to the other race that we still have to do tonight. So we'll start off by congratulating Aiden Walker as we bring him into the booth. Aiden, that was a big race, and I think one of your heavy-hitting competitors, or actually two of them, kind of got screwed out of competing for the race at the end, with Mo Perry and Presley Sora both having some hard luck. But you somehow, and I mean this is probably more of a reflection of yourself, have been able to keep yourself out of trouble in this one.
Yeah, definitely a very big track position race. The Derriere is a very big deal here with the setup just plowing up the track every lap. So on that final stop, I decided to take two tires. That made the car handle better, believe it or not, until like the very end of the run, where I started getting a little bit tight, but just, yeah, it's a weird setup here and just an overall weird car. It was pretty much super speedway to race the entire time. Felt like we were racing Atlanta, not at Charlotte. So overall, another good points day. We should be able to run the Gen 6 this next race at Portland. So overall, really
Cool.
good day.
How do you feel like the tightness of the cars was a big conversation point, and you seemed to be really solid with running behind people because you kind of stayed conservative through the race. Like, how did you feel with the vehicle you were driving in that regard?
Really just what you're able to do with this car is you can back up the corner a lot more than when, you're in some other car where it doesn't have as much draft. So since you have all that draft, you can just back up the corner, roll it down to the bottom, and then get back on draw and still be fine and catch up to the person at the end of the straight. So especially when you're in that second place position where you're just able to be very smooth with everything and just catch back up to the leader almost instantly. As long as you're just smooth with that, most of the time you're able to hang on with the leader. But tonight was a little bit harder to do that than some other tracks, but overall it wasn't too hard to hang in Derriere. It was just more the fact that if you're mid-pack, it's really hard to get position because the right rear side draft is also very strong in these cars. So that definitely made it challenging on the longer runs.
Well, fair enough. Aiden, who else you have to shout out and thank here for winning this race, the Volvo 240 at Charlotte Motor Speedway?
Well, I got to thank Core for these amazing cars. Ever since we won Daytona, we've been able to get the funding. So, Gotta thank the Blue Line Tennessee, Colorado Motor Company, Lively's Custom Diecast, Arca New Central, and Hyperco Orioles.
Very good. Well, we will let you get packed up and get on the supersonic plane that's going to take all of us to Portland. Best of luck when we get over there.
Thank you.
And that is Aiden Walker, your winner from the race tonight. I'm going to put Aiden back into the chat that Aiden wants to talk in. And Cole Freilich, we got the final results up here. We can throw at him.
I don't see it. Oh, wait. No. Hold on. I got him. We're good.
There you go. So, Aiden Walker is going to win. Rudy Valentine, great car. That 40 car holds on to second place. Presley Sora gets all the way back up to third after being 2 laps down in 16th place with 10 laps to go. Chris Williams, great night for the 09 car in fourth. Dean Clavitt gets a top 5. I think that's his first, so that's cool. Ethan Stuckwich in 6th, 7th place for Xander McKinney. Gavin Newton somehow ends up in 8th, 9th place for Brayton Laster, and Ronald Swikey is going to get a top 10. Aiden Walker, nope, sorry, we hit the wrong button. Madeline Roten is going to be 11th. Wayne Kennedy, 12th. Mo Perry, 13th. Antonio Mancini, 14th. 15th for Solcheski. We got Schmidt, Sanford, Kemp, Breitschoff, Deach, Garrett, Isaac Johnson, Aiden Curett, Virgil Stanley. Everybody else back there got screwed up in some accidents. Cole Freilich, your thoughts on the short portion of this race that you just saw?
I at least saw the clean portion from the looks of it. I'm really hoping that with me in the field, it's not much more crashing and chaotic, but it is Portland, and there's a chicane, and Joe, I'm scared.
Well, you're also really good looking.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah.
Joe, Joe,
what do I know?
I shouldn't say that on stream. I would tell you it is some good personal news, but I can't say it on stream because I would just feel like I'm bragging like a dumbass. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's we're rolling off at 10 o'clock at night on the Central Time, 11 o'clock at night on the East Coast. Yeah, man. This is gonna be a
man. Well, we're going to split off here because we've got to reset the broadcast so we can go over to the second race of this evening. So thank you, Cole, for jumping in at the last second. Thank you, everybody, for watching. The stream is going to go silent, and if you leave Twitch open on your computer and come back in about like 10, 15 minutes, probably more like, I don't know, we'll see what happens. 10, 15 minutes area, we will be broadcasting you back again from the virtual Portland International Raceway for the second race of this evening, which should not take as long as this one, hopefully. We will see you there in a few, so till that moment, just do something. I don't know.